You're watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So, this individual has came up in the news recently, and in case you don't know who this guy is, he goes by the name of Jonathan Isaac. Now, Jonathan Isaac is the sixth overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft, that same draft that Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball was drafted in. And needless to say, he has become a bust, mainly because this guy can't find the ability to stay on the court because injuries have really derailed this man's career. Now, throughout his tenure in the NBA, he has had a long rap sheet of injuries that will rival Anthony Davis, right? But I say all that to say this. His career in the NBA isn't going to last much longer. And he needs to find an outlet, in my opinion, to supplement the income he's probably will lose. He's probably going to lose while being in the NBA. So he comes up with this bright idea of a clothing line called Unite Us. And it's supposed to combat wokeness. I'm not making this up. I read this article from the Washington Examiner, and in this piece, it talks about this freedom to create an alternative. Let him tell it. So he announced his Unite Us apparel line coming from PragerU. Now, for anybody who is familiar with PragerU, that is a very conservative website, PragerU, where a lot of your shuckers and drivers and hangers on and spit shoe shining sellouts like to associate it, like CJ Pearson, for example. He is a guy who likes to hang out at PragerU. So this is the type of people that Jonathan Isaac, who is of Puerto Rican descent, would like to associate with. Now, for those who need a trip down memory lane, what's up, Unique Don? Mwah. For those who need a trip down memory lane, this was the same guy that, in the height of the uprisings in 2020, he decided to be the contrarian of the bunch while everybody was in solidarity, taking a knee, protesting social injustices and systemic racism because cops is out here killing black folks. He decided to go against the grain and stand for the national anthem. And not long after he stood for the national anthem, he ended up tearing his ACL and ended up missing almost 2.5 seasons. And even when he came back, he was on a minutes restriction because the Magic organization was being strategic and being very careful with his body, right? What's up, your suit knight? Salute. And what did he do? What did Jonathan Isaac do again? He gets hurt again. This time, back in March, he had surgery on an adductor that ended his season. Now, the Orlando Magic have an interesting decision to make because if they keep him, they got to pay him $17 million for 2 seasons. If they waive him, then they're only hooked for $7 million. But nevertheless, Dum Dum comes out and spouts this thing about Unite Us, which is a sports apparel company, and is the basis of it for him is freedom. You have companies that are made in the field who have made a conscious decision to either attack or undermine Christian values, conservative values, and things like that. Who does that? What company you know is out there attacking Christian and conservative values? Is Nike doing that? Is Under Armour doing that? Is Adidas doing that? What about ASICS? What company is out here attacking conservative values? So if Nike is attacking conservative values, Jonathan Isaac, then why are you wearing an NBA uniform made by Nike? If that's the case. See, you're starting to sound like that other idiot who played in the NBA, Enes Kanter. You're starting to sound like him. So let me get this straight. You take the money from a company that is promoting these anti-conservative or anti-Christian values. You take the money from them. But in the same breath, you call them out for promoting these type of values. But you'll take the money from them, right? You are oh, God mercy. There's some things I want to say that I can't say because YouTube will definitely give me a strike for cyberbullying. But it does not go without saying that you are a flaming hypocrite. So when you take the court next year, right, barring that you don't get hurt again, right, Jonathan Isaac, are you going to be wearing these same shoes that you're promoting, or you could be busted wearing Nikes and whatnot, right? Since Unite Us is supposed to be this up-and-coming apparel and shoe company that's going to change the way we look at clothing because it's going to combat this wokeness that's out here, right? So what is anti-wokeness? What is that? Huh? You sound foolish sitting up here talking about wokeness. Oh man, these companies is going woke. Chick-fil-A is going woke. I won't eat that woke chicken. Last time I checked, when you eat woke chicken, you're gonna die from it. Because you have to actually cook it. It has to be cooked to 165 degrees, real tender, real juicy, real flavorful. After it comes out that after it's been doused in gold medal flour and in peanut oil for about half an hour. So what the hell is this woke chicken? What the hell is woke clothing? Anyway, he said that he hopes to use the new apparel line to promote his conservative values. The hope is to be able to sign athletes across all different sports and to create a real infrastructure for people who are in the sports world. Moms and dads who wants to buy their kids sneakers or clothes but want to give their money to a company that they know is going to work towards bolstering their values. And what values are that? See, this is vague verbal gymnastics he's out here putting people on. What's up, Michael Lewis? Yeah, exactly. You can't make this stuff up. Isaac has been outspoken against wokeism and the left-wing ideology. So how does wokeism and the left wing attach to correlate? How does that correlate? I don't understand. How does that correlate? I don't understand how does left-wing ideology and wokeism correlate. He came up with a book last year. I didn't even know the book exists, but somehow it did. He came up with a book called Why I Stand, detailing his decision to stand for the national anthem amid an NBA-wide demonstration supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. He said out his own mouth, it wasn't entirely about the flag. It was just that moment of saying, I believe that the love of Jesus Christ is what ultimately going to heal this world because it is what healed me. What? Jonathan Isaac, let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. See, that's that corn shucking I don't like, right? You sitting up here talking about the blood of Jesus, right? And yet these same white supremacists you out here cutting the jig for is willing to shed your blood all over their goddamn carpet. They're willing to shed your blood all over the grass in the backwoods somewhere. You sitting up here talking about the blood of Jesus, and yet these same people you out here talking this to, right, behind your back is talking about you. And you still be talking about the blood of Jesus. Well, those same people believe in the blood of Jesus too. You sound crazy. And who's going to buy your product? You only average 5 points a game. Huh? You ain't gonna be no Jordan brand. Right? That's his stats. Right there. This is Jonathan Isaac's stats. You average 5 points a game. But yet, you have people lining up outside of Foot Locker to buy your shoes, right? Or some of your other apparel. So, yeah, guess who's not buying your product? I'm not buying your product, Jonathan Isaac. I will not support a individual like you. I will not. Well, B, why don't you support black-owned business? Because his mission statement, I don't support his mission statement. And if I don't support his mission statement, that means I'm not going to support him. I'm not going to fund his lifestyle. You let people like Sage Steele and CJ Pearson and Larry Elder and Candace Owens and let them other clowns support your lifestyle. Let them promote your product. You sitting up there at PragerU? PragerU! PragerU. And we all know how much of a right-wing nut toilet PragerU is, but that's who you want to associate with. Because, you know, hey, I could use the blood of Jesus as a front for my cowardice. When it comes to some of these guys, right, you got to understand they are practicing the art of projection because they fled their land to come over here for a better life. We didn't leave our country to go wherever else for a better life. They fled and came here. And then they have the nerve to sit here and run their mouth, talk about how we're lazy and all we want is a handout and all this other stuff. So who you been talking to, Jonathan Isaac? I'm curious. You've been talking to Kendall Qualls. You've been talking to John Ahmad Chukwu, right? Didn't the same two idiots that was running their mouth talk about, well, black people need father in the homes and we don't need reparations. Do you carry the same kind of ideology that these guys carry about that? Because I have it on good faith that you do, Jonathan Isaac. Lord have mercy. Make sure you hit the like button too, because I'm only telling the truth. I'm only telling the truth about these guys out here promoting their little anti-black agenda through wokest clothing or anti-woke clothing and the blood of Jesus. How about improving your game first? Let's focus on that. improving your health status. Because in case you didn't realize it, Jonathan Isaac was in the same draft class as Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball. And we all know those two guys are busts. And Jonathan Isaac, so him being a lottery pick, we can safely put him in the bust category too. Considering who else was in that draft class, like Jason Tatum and De'Aaron Fox and Anthony Simons, to name a few. Kyle Kuzma, right? You're supposed to be up there with those guys. But instead, you're in the bust category. Now you want to sit up there and PragerU at some preacher man hustle, right? Because for those of you who may not be aware, Jonathan Isaac, he does ministry too. That's right. Jonathan Isaac is a secret pork chop preacher and pulpit pimp who walks around with a limp. He said they're talking about the blood of Jesus. He's going to carry you through. All you got to do is just pray about it. Hey, we're getting beaten in the back of our heads, shot in the back of our heads, getting gunned down like animals. We just prayed about it. They're taking away our vote rights. We just pray about it. That's what he wants to do, because a guy like him, he's just glad to be here. He's glad to be here. He's just very fortunate that he would have this kind of opportunity. Exactly, yeah. Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Bam Adebayo, John Collins. Yeah, just to name a few. And we can go down the line of the amount of players who have panned out in the NBA in their draft class. But we know 3 people that have not. Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, and now Jonathan Isaac. You see, when we are here stomping our feet and taking to the streets, going off about the injustices going on here in this goddamn old country, here he come, right up the rear, going against the grain. Oh man, you guys is freaking out, man. You guys is out here just promoting all this woke agenda. You just promoting all this woke agenda. Hey, you guys need to calm down and go home. And be glad for what you have. Be thankful for what you got. Because you was in them other countries, you wouldn't have nothing nearly the things y'all have now. See, that's the kind of stuff that Jonathan Isaac would say. So it's safe to say that Jonathan Isaac is a clown. He's a buffoon. He's an idiot. And no amount of Bible quotes, no amount of this vision that you have is going to change the fact that all that spit shoe shining you're doing for these people, they're going to turn right back around and crap all over you. Guy averages 5 points a game in the NBA, but I'm supposed to go buy his product because it's inspiring. Combat wokeness. Shit. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell I'm buying your stuff. And even when this stuff drops in August, where we gonna get it from, huh? Because I'm pretty sure once this stuff drops in August, by December, you find this thing at your local swap meet, or at your local Family Dollar, or at your other fine retail outlets that charges $16.99 for some sneakers or whatever. As far as I'm concerned, Jonathan Isaac, kick rocks, because you're a clown. And that is the bottom line. You're a clown, you're a buffoon, and absolutely no respect is going to be put on your name. None. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Clothing to combat wokeness. Are you kidding me? All these other systemic issues that's going on here in America, and you sitting up here talking about, oh, I'm gonna have a woke, anti-woke jacket, and anti-woke jeans, and anti-woke shoes. Get your ass out of here. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Oh!